once again. This is Jobs Farms. You could see in our previous video what we were doing was we were planting our seedlings. As you can see from the nets, you can see some green plants over there. That's our pawpaw seedlings growing. So what we intend to do as of now is we planted more than 4 or 5 seedlings in a bag. So what we are planning and intending to do is transplant them into single bags, and this must be done skillfully, or otherwise you end up destroying the entire plant. In case you are planning on transplanting any of these seedlings from these small sacks into a larger sacks, what you are supposed to do is you are supposed to take this sack. So you take the sack and you try your possible best to, like, so what you do is you get the entire soil from beneath without trying to break the root system. So I'm videoing with one hand and I'm doing it, so I have to be careful not to cause any harm to the root system. So what you do is you can just take out the entire batch together with the soil. The soil will hold because the roots have covered the entire soil system. If you can see, right, the roots have covered the entire soil, and voila, a bit of it has broken, but that's not an issue. So the next thing you do is because I'm using one hand, you can just try to peel off, but before you do this you have to make sure the soil is very wet. There's a lot of water in the soil, so that when the soil is hard, what happens is when you try to force it out, it ends up breaking the entire root system. But when you have the soil moist with water, as you can see there is water in the soil, what you do is you can just put the entire thing under a water to wash the soil off. Then once it is washed, the next thing is you transplant into a sack. So you just do it this way. Then after doing it this way, you see that yes, still the roots have more like they've gathered themselves together. You see how it is, the roots are still cramped together. So you use your other hands to hold here. You hold this one, then you pull, but you don't do it with force. You have to be gentle so that you don't end up breaking the entire root system. So our next video will be showing you, after removing them, how you transplant them into your pot, into your how should I say it, your next bag of soil. So we will be transplanting them individually. So yeah, create a little hole. As much you don't necessarily need to create a lot of hole for the entire root system to get down. So you just put it in, you just create the hole, you put it in, then you cover it with your soil. Simple. So we are done transplanting this one.